Chapter 14, Mishnah 2. Having discussed the malacha of trapping, which belongs to the set of malachas whose purpose is to produce leather, the Mishnah now focuses on a rabbinic prohibition based on the malacha of me'abed, tanning. We now turn to the words of the Mishnah. One may not prepare brine, i.e., a large quantity of salt water, on Shabbos. Since a large quantity of salt water is usually used to pickle vegetables, the rabbis prohibited preparing it, because it appears that he will be using it to pickle vegetables on Shabbos. Pickling is rabbinically forbidden on Shabbos because it is similar to the malacha of tanning. But he may prepare salt water, i.e., a small quantity of salt water, and dip his bread into it, or add it to a cooked dish. Since he prepared only a small amount, it is clearly evident that he intended to use it to flavor his food and not to pickle foods with it. Rabbi Yossi disagrees with this distinction. Rabbi Yossi said, "But is it not brine, whether it is a lot or a little? Regardless of the quantity, they are still both salt water. Thus, people will assume that salt water is permitted merely because of its small amount and conclude that any forbidden Shabbos activity done in a small amount is permitted. Therefore, even the preparation of a small amount of salt water must be prohibited. Rather, this type of salt water that is permitted for one to prepare. Rather, this is the type of salt water that is permitted for one to prepare. He first adds oil to the water and then adds the salt, or he first adds oil to the salt and then mixes them with water. The oil prevents the salt from mixing properly with the water, thereby weakening the strength of the salt in the mixture. When the mixture is made this way, it is obvious that it will not be used for preserving food and is therefore permitted."